Hello viewers, I'm very happy that you could join me again. For today we are going to continue our adventure in Deus Ex Human Revolution. Once again we are infiltrating the Taeyong Medical... Did I just... No I didn't. Never mind then. Taeyong Medical Building to find evidence that this competing augmentation firm hired the mercenaries who attacked Seraph Industries to gain a monopoly on the industry. So we're going to take that elevator up and maybe very soon talk to the CEO of this company, a lady named Xiao Yunru. Though it does not seem as if we are quite there yet. Oh, okay, no, never mind.
Pritchard, I'm retrieving Van Bruggen's evidence now. Is Seraph patched in?
Right here, Adam. I'm listening.
I just heard that your team is mobilizing in Detroit. Why wasn't I informed of this sooner?
Tactical assignments are not your concern.
Reed and her team have subdermal GPL implants. They'll be tracked. Kidnapping them was a mistake.
Montreal took care of that.
Forgive me if I don't put as much faith in our friend Eliza as you do. She's too erratic.
Your concerns are noted, but I would advise you to concentrate on your own assignments instead of interfering with mine. Namir out.
Boss, did you get that?
I heard. I just...
Megan and the others. They're alive.
We've got to stay focused. Zawa's a residence at the top of the tower. It's off limits to everyone except her and her guards. Now get up there and find out what she knows.
Alright, then it looks like we are going to talk to Miss Zhao. But first... Well, why don't we look in these drawers? Could be something good in there. Maybe not, we don't know. There's an ebook. A Frontier Too Far. The State of Space circa 2027. Well, that's quite a bit of backstory. You know, there was that in the first Deus Ex, which of course plays after this game, quite a bit after this game I think. There was mention of a moon base, that as I understood was at some point supposed to be a level in that game, but then had to be scrapped, sadly. But that was at least part of the backstory. Yeah. Now what I want to do is go up to the penthouse apartment and talk to Miss Zhao. So let's make our way up. There are more laser traps here that seem very, very easy to avoid. Almost absurdly so. That appears to me as a very bad security system. Really, they should be ashamed of themselves, thinking that this would protect them. I mean, just look at it. A baby could get through that. What the hell? But hey, I don't want to complain. Now the way up seems to be to the right. That begs the question, what's to the left? A locked door for one, security rating 3. As always, going to cut it out, see you in a minute. That was a bit closer than I wanted it to be. But it still worked out fine, so I don't have any right to complain. Let's take a look in there. Well, if anything, there only seems to be a computer in there. But that might be quite interesting in its own right. And it's already unlocked, so don't even have to bother hacking it. I wish I knew what the signs say, but sadly I can't read Chinese. Never learned that. Would be an interesting language to learn, if only because I kinda expect it to become kind of important in the future. Either way. Bad news, Peng says windmills slipped their net. Somebody helped him, which means all those little Easter eggs hid inside our systems just became our biggest security threat. Rally the team, we might have to go in night till we find them. Rain. Okay. That's not nearly as useful or as educational as I expected it, or at the very least wanted it to be. But nonetheless, it's something. Let's have a look at that one too. Well, we have to hack that one again. So as always, going to cut it out. Be seen ya. That one again was pretty easy. Urgent response needed. The presidency, dear sir, confidential business proposal with my colleagues and based the Nigerian champs of commerce and terrestrial assistance. That reads like spam mostly. And that's fine, though, you know, you'd expect if you hide information behind a level 3 security computer, that it would be at least somewhat worth it. But apparently it wasn't. I mean, you still get XP for hacking computers, so hey, why am I complaining? I'm really not. Another one, hey. Oh, let's hack it. Never mind actually. Just as I was about to hack this PC, I was attacked by enemies. And the funny thing is, I don't even know where the man who attacked me is. It's probably him right there. So before I do anything else, I probably won't take him out. Which in fact probably won't be too hard, though depending on where he's going. Hey, yikes, camera. Okay, wanna stay out of the line of sight of that thing. Wanna stay out of the line of sight of that guy. Though that was not quite as successful as I hoped it would be.
Come out now!
Oh, come on. No, seriously, come on. Good night. Okay, that was not smart.
This is the spot.
Not by any stretch.
I've got a man down here.
Good night. 2. Any more of them? Of course, that's not how I usually go about these things, but hey, they were asking for it, leaving me no choice. I see more of them on the map, but I don't have a clear visual on them. Let's see if I can turn off the camera, or the alarm, by some other means. Okay, that seems to be all relatively empty. Yeah, let's turn off that alarm. Reset, and then hack. See you in a minute. And hacked. And let's deactivate it. Much better. As I said, I didn't exactly approach that room the most elegant way. But then on the other hand, it all went better than I expected it to. So I have no reason to complain. I wonder if anywhere around there is some terminal from which I could turn off the cameras. Maybe it's that one right in there. So I'm going to enter it and then get back to you. Now I'm in. So let's just go and turn off the camera real quick and disable that robot real quick. And then we are free to explore this room freely. Shotgun cartridges, no. Finally time to get back to that computer. And you know what? I'm going to leave that one in. If only because I'm too lazy to cut it out all over again. 45 this, 45 this too probably. Taking this too. And I should be able to do this, or at the very least I hope so. Certainly. Could be a bit hard. Might want to put the quick stop there. And the sad thing is it's probably not even worth wasting that stuff. But you know, all for that delicious, delicious backstory. Great. Time to leave this room. I'm almost positive that behind this very... Okay, both of these are unlocked. That's quite ideal. Means I don't have to hack it. Yes. You know what's interesting about this game? This specific version, the director's cut, includes a developer's commentary. Which is almost always, I mean, on one hand very interesting to listen to, on the other hand kind of depressing in the sense that you get to know how much more the developers have planned than they actually get to realize in this game. Which, as I said, hey, EMP grenade, nice. As I said, always carries a certain... I don't know, wistfulness with it. If you hear what the game could have been.
Sources close to the multinational giant inform me that it has successfully purchased rival corporation Enprotech of Scotland. Enpro stock had taken a dip earlier in the day as rumors began to circulate, accusing CEO Ollie McTavish of embezzlement.
Okay, I know, already heard that.
McTavish denied the allegations, but could not explain how
We
millions
went
of
to the
dollars
effort
in
of
revenue
deactivating the
ended up in his
robots.
personal account.
There's a guy in there,
I'm
but
sure
he has
it
his
was
back
just
turned
a
to me.
clerical error, quipped Zhao Yunru, CEO of Taiyang Medical, as transfer of ownership was officially declared.
Any more people? No. Okay. If I take that thing aside and crawl through that air vent, where would I end up? Probably right where I need to be. Letting me bypass most of this level. You know what? No, too lazy. I tried to get most of these PCs, but I can't promise to get all of them. Because hacking them kinda means a bit much effort for somewhat little payoff. Know what I'm saying? Yes, you do. So what I was going on about before I got sidetracked by literally everything, well, they planned for this game to be much bigger than it is. Like, for example, they planned for the upper level of dystopian future Shanghai to be its own hub area, just like the lower level. But they had to scrap that. Actually, they planned for a lot more hub areas. I think one in Singapore, one in Montreal, one in... I want to say India? Could that be? I don't quite remember. But what I'm trying to say is, this game was originally intended to be much bigger. Good night. And I find it kinda sad that it didn't turn out that way. Is there anybody in there? Yes, there is. Hey, I think that's the same guy who was in the motel. You know, that guy. That guy right there. The mercenary. Who led the ambush. You know exactly what I mean. But either way, now he's unconscious. Look at that. Look at that. Put the dart right into his eye. Well, not right into his eye, like his upper eye. At least pretty close to his eye, is what I'm saying. No, don't need drive lemon. Your password and access code have been changed as requested. New password for your PC is Nemuni. Your access code is Iron Fist. That's awesome. So yeah, you sleep, and I'm going to take a look at your PC. Iron Fist. They kind of failed to capture me, didn't they? But that's all there is on this PC. What's much more useful for us is the security one. That is right in there. So let me hack that and then get back to you. And access granted. Do we have to hack the PC separately? No, we don't. And it's not, as I hoped, a security hub, but just a plain old PC. Color me disappointed. No, really, color me disappointed. And that means we have to... Good night. Child's play. I kinda wanna get in this room safely. Obviously. How far does that camera turn? Well, at least it can't hear me. It doesn't have audio feedback. We should be almost done with this part of the building. So once we are done with it, I'm going to call it an episode for today. Hey, did you get that? I hope you got that. So yeah, then I'm going to wrap it up for today. For now, just let me explore a bit further. Is this really a dead end? Because if it is... Yep, just seems to be that one little conference room there. Which is fine, I guess. Just let me turn that off. Not going to cut it out, because I say so. Yeah, it actually means I can. 45. Take this. Then take this. Which is going to take longer than I expected to, but fine.
Access granted.
Inactive. Here we go. And then I'm going to just go right through. Well, at least that one's only a level 1. I don't even care if the alarm goes off. That's how little I care.
Access granted.
Isn't quite as smooth as I usually do these things, but it works well enough. So, you know, going to wrap it up for today. Next episode we are going to meet the CEO of that little company here. So I hope you'll join me again then. Until then, I'm your German snob, and this is Let's Play Deus Ex: Human Revolution. Be seeing you. Ciao.